African countries lose approximately 50 billion shillings every year due to illicit trade, which translates to loss of revenue for the regional governments. Now, illicit trades, which basically includes counterfeits, smuggling, and tax evasion, thrives due to a lack of policy directive. Now, these were some of the deliberations that took place at the opening of Regional Conference on Anti-Illicit Trade Conference here in Nairobi. East Africa boasts of a vibrant population of about 150 million people, whose integration is mainly anchored in trade. Inter-regional trade has seen a rise in the recent years, albeit with several hurdles.
We want to look at factors that contribute to illicit trade and how best we can address them. We also want to enhance information exchange, including educating the public.
There's also a second document that we're working on, that is the commercial benchmark, which will be used by the justice system.
Right from trading of substandard goods, smuggling, lack of declaration to tax evasion, the trade has had an impact on revenue for governments.
And we realize that the business is losing about 30 billion annually to counterfeit, and the government loses about 6 billion in taxation to the impact of counterfeit in the country.
The function that brought together regional manufacturers, lobby groups and tax collectors sought to highlight the areas of partnerships to end the vice. It emerged that East African countries need to draft strict policies that identify, punish and discourage the activities.
There is inadequate of information exchange in this area, and this is an area we yet have to address.
Further, the delegates called for a multi-agency collaboration to aid the fight.
We need to be a little bit more strategic and say, should we, when we cast these officers or the way the interpretation in the judiciary, and I believe that is where the problem currently is sitting, should we not be able to look at the greater good?
Meanwhile, Kenya said it will leave no one behind as it lobbies for the signing of the Economic Partnership Agreement with the European Union.
Even though we have signed the EPA as Kenya, we stand for unity of East Africa. And it is our desire to see that the rest of East Africa signs EPA. And we just signed EPA to demonstrate that we are ready to go. But EPA will never be implemented until and when all the other partners sign and ratify the EPA.
The two-day conference is convened by the East Africa Business Council, the regional private sector apex body. Laban Cliff Ontario, NTV Business.